guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rita and this is Tea Spill with Rita, where we talk about things concerning health, lifestyle and Christianity. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in once again. And if this is the first time stopping by, please do well to click on the subscribe button and join the family. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 Christian podcasts you should be listening to starting from right now. One thing I like about podcasts is that you can just plug your ears, listen to it while you're doing your laundry, listen to it while you're driving, listen to it while you're alone. It's something that you can just carry along with you like a handbag. I have a podcast also, so you guys please check out Tea Spill with Rita on Anchor and also on Spotify and also on Apple Podcasts. So please check me out. So I'm going to just list out 5 Christian podcasts that you should keep up with, and they're really interesting. It's not something that you listen to and you'll be sleeping off. Trust me, you will love this podcast. So in no particular order, the first is the Godly Dating 101 podcast, and the hosts of this podcast are Tavares and Safa Gray. I hope I pronounced that well. They are a couple, so that's hence the surname. So these people, they talk about purity, relationships, just like their podcast named the Godly Dating 101 podcast. It's just basically about Christendom and some challenges that Christians face when it comes to relationships and all that. If you listen to their podcast, you'll definitely gain 1 or 2 things from it. So you guys should check out the Godly Dating podcast. The second podcast is Your Daily Prayer. So I was just searching for Christian podcasts and on Apple Podcasts, and I just came across this particular one, and I so much love this podcast. This podcast is anchored by a team of women, and they share like devotionals and prayer points. So if you want to just start your day with God, listen to something refreshing, you need to listen to Your Daily Prayer. Like, trust me, you're going to love this podcast. The good thing about it is that it's not that long, so it's something that you can just quickly listen to. Like, if you want to just leave your house in a hurry and you don't have time to open your devotional, you can just go to this podcast, play one of their podcasts, and you'll feel refreshed for that day. So you guys check out Your Daily Prayer podcast. Next podcast is the Boundless Show. So this podcast is hosted by Lisa Anderson, and sometimes she invites guests, people that are alike in faith, to come and discuss certain issues, maybe relationship wise, culture wise, faith wise, share different perspectives on life, and it's really interesting. Most of them are actually long, like 30 minutes to 1 hour. So it's kind of something that you can listen to when you're in the traffic, something that you can listen to when you're in the bathroom, something you can listen to when you're getting ready for work. You cannot miss out on this podcast, The Boundless Show. Next podcast is Coffe and Bible Time. I love this podcast so much. It's hosted by 3 women, Ashley, Taylor, and Mentor Mama. So they just basically encourage you to, grow in faith, to be Christ-like. They share certain things about the word. It's just like you being in a comfy zone and discussing things about God, discussing things about the Bible. I just love that kind of atmosphere. So you need to actually check it out. This should be on your list, one of the podcasts that you listen to. Coffe and Bible Time. So the last but not the least is Christian Podcast 101. I so much love this podcast. It's hosted by Ruben, and he just brings in different people, young Christians, and they discuss complex issues about life in general, like life as Christians, things we face, things that we feel shouldn't be talked about as Christians. They come together and they talk about those issues. They hit those pressing issues on the head. I think they're also on YouTube. So you guys need to check out this podcast. All these 5 I have mentioned are more than enough for you. If I'm to tell you guys all the podcasts that I listen to, this video will not contain it. So I had to just pick out 5 that are really good and are highly recommended. So that's just basically all for this video, you guys. I hope you will actually go and check out these podcasts. They are available on Apple Podcasts. If you don't have Apple Podcasts, you can check them on Spotify as well, or any other podcast app that you can get to listen to. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like my video and share and subscribe. Please emphasis on subscribe. I could literally kneel down for you guys, but thank you for bringing me this far. I mean, I have gotten to 500 subscribers, and it's because of you guys. Please just keep on sharing the love, and I will see you guys in my next video for sure. Bye.